Welcome back to 20 Years of Doom. I'm Temin.
I'm fine.
Continuing Memento Mori. More little mapped doohickeys.
Don't know, it's too long ago. Smiley face.
Hey! That's kind of like what happens to me with the recordings. Sheesh. Oh, but I
Art
do...
imitating art.
Yeah, how about that? I do remember this map, though, because I died about 1,000,000 times in it.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, dude, spoilers! Spoilers for the death reel?
Well, I guess so. I mean...
Oh no, that means everybody's guess in the thread is going to be way off.
Sorry if you didn't guess a number with at least 7 digits, you're wrong. Still don't know what I'm going to do with that contest. I think I have ideas for prizes, but they're things that I would actually have to make that I don't know how to make yet, but would be interesting. You'll see if it happens. If not, don't worry about it.
Well, if nothing else, I'm sure I can scrape a bit of money to give somebody a Doom avatar.
Sure.
Doom-themed avatar.
Oh, man.
But I think I'd rather... Well, I'll talk to you about that afterwards.
Man, an avatar could be a pretty decent prize for something.
It need to make it appropriate, and like maybe somebody's own thing.
Yeah.
Maybe Red can help with that.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll workshop it. But yeah, I was sniping some hit scan jerks earlier because otherwise I would have been teleported directly in the middle of a room full of them. It's kind of unkind, if you ask me. Also, I like the way this area kind of loops back on itself. Like, you couldn't get here from the other way, and this elevator couldn't take you up there. It's neat how it kind of wraps around that way.
There's one incredibly awkward set of stairs, though.
It's true. Much like the weird ending of Industrial Zone. Here's the thing with all the hit scanners. Look at all of them. There's like 20 shotgun guys there.
Yeah, wow. That would have ended very badly for you.
Well,
but thankfully, you already knew well ahead of time.
Yeah.
Hey, more custom textures. Shabby green walls.
Yeah. I've been looking into how to make textures recently. All I know is that I'm not good at art, and editing the stuff to tile properly is difficult. Especially when you're as inexperienced with graphics work as I.
Road to becoming a master is to do it 1,000 times or something.
True.
So I look forward to your 1,000th Doom level.
Oh boy. Actually, I kind of wonder how many I've made. Definitely not 100, but probably more than 10. And that's over the course of...
But how many of them
time.
have been my house .wad?
Just 2 of them.
Because
And
everyone...
one of the My Houses doesn't exist anymore, and one of them's in an old deathmatch WAD that I still have from like 2006.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm sure we'll get to that. We'll get to see that eventually. It has one My House map and then a bunch of other deathmatch arenas that I just made and didn't have any real thought put into it because I didn't know what I was doing. Also,
Warcraft 2 and StarCraft were my jam for that sort of stuff. That's sort of like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I've just did a thing.
right?
And then uploading it to somewhere.
Yeah, I know Red definitely has a lot of experience with Warcraft 3 mods. It's just I never had that growing up, so that was just never a thing for me. But I can appreciate, all the stuff that's out there for it.
I'll have to link him the thing I worked with, like, 2 good friends of mine all those years ago together. We did a thing. I'll have to link it to Red later and see if he's all like, oh, I know that. Or more likely it died in obscurity. Dota cast a very long shadow over that community.
Yeah, I bet.
I wonder if Doom's got anything like that. Any real premier mod level packs that like consequently, as time went on, just cast such a large shadow over the community. I doubt it, but...
Well, I mean, not a level pack, but, recently a certain Sergeant Mark IV...
Yes! Why didn't I think of that? Yes, precisely.
Yeah. Which,
It's the way Doom was meant to be played! I probably just upset somebody. Same.
Yeah.
No, this is a great game, and I know I've spoken about how much I love the fact that it's basically a canvas for people to make really wacky stuff.
Yeah, it's great.
Really, really, really wacky stuff.
Also,
holy moly!
I'm not sure where that Mancubus went. It just woke up and teleported somewhere. It's a real mystery. So
hey everybody, let's play Find the Mancubi!
Oh jeez, where's he gone? Alfonso.
Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo but a Mancubus?
You'd think it would be pretty easy, but they all look the same, so you can't really differentiate.
There must be a Doom Where's Waldo, Where's Wally? There must be a Doom one. There absolutely has to be.
Right? Is it?
I refuse to believe there isn't a Where's Waldo or Wally for Doom.
Is it Where's Wally where you're from?
Yes.
Interesting.
Hey, Megasphere.
Hey, I found it. Alright.
Oh yeah, I was having an idle thought on that one, and you can clear it up for me. Megaspheres is 200, isn't it?
Yep. Max out
Right.
armor and health. Overpowered.
For some reason I had it in my head that it was plus 100. Also, I like the little warning signs to wear protective gear in this area.
Yeah. Too bad they didn't give me any. Sheesh. Also, I don't know if you can escape the pit below. I didn't, fall down to find out. Because I had died enough on this map.
You're playing the map, perhaps. You're not beta testing the maps. You don't need to jump into every kill pit.
It's true. There's a distinct difference. I would hope this was beta tested. Oh yeah, that was a nice fake out.
Yeah.
I kind of ruined it by knowing about it, but I was probably gonna.
But that's a good fake out.
Yeah, a bunch of damage otherwise. All right.
I was having the most. Go on.
No, you go ahead.
I was having the most fun proposing something for a change to invisible pinkies. If you're looking at them, they don't move, but they have complete invisibility. So if you're looking straight at them, they're completely invisible, but they don't move.
So that's interesting.
Booze from Mario, basically.
Yeah, booze. Yeah, I'm trying to think of how that would work, like logistically. I don't know. They're making all sorts of radical new things in the modern source ports that it's probably possible.
Yeah, probably.
It's probably actually really easy to do, and I just don't know how it would be done yet.
Sinking into the tox, into the sludge.
Yeah, they did some.
I think this is the earliest I've seen that. Like in relative to the time frame, this being 1990. Whoa, okay, that's one ambush.
Yeah, could have been worse. Could have been, cornered in the center of a room by a crowd of pinkies.
But enough about Chuck Tingle's newest novel.
Whoa!
No, to go back to the sludge, I'm not sure, but is that one of the earliest times that's seen? Have you seen it sooner? Well, before.
Trying to think.
Sludge that actually you sink into.
I know there's a map from '94 that attempted it, but it didn't work out. I can't think of anything else that actually successfully did it, though, so you might be right? I don't know, might have to check the records on that.
I'm sure somebody else will say.
Yeah. Yeah, they
so it's fun to see enemies teleporting into something, because I'm wondering if they've gone and telefragged themselves.
Right. Actually, that's a thing. With one exception, enemies are actually incapable of telefragging other entities.
Oh,
Yeah, the exception being map 30, the Icon of Sin, where they're supposed to telefrag you, but normally what happens if a monster teleports on top of you, you just get stuck on each other, and you just kind of gotta claw each other to death, more or less. Unless you're stuck in a pain elemental, then he can't do anything. You just gotta shoot until it's dead.
the only thing pain elementals deserve.
Yeah, kind of jerks. Man, a lot of the Doom 2 enemies are kind of jerks.
Hell is not a nice place for nice people.
No, it's true.
But nothing compares to this guy. That specific one. Not Revenants, just that specific one.
Stan the
I don't like
Revenant.
Steve, he's not very good. Stan.
He just lived in that closet in Memento Mori. You know that one from map 9 of Memento Mori. Kind of near the end in the computer closet skeleton. Oh, speaking of skeletons in the closet.
Boo!
I was shaking my head no there because bad things may or may not have happened in a previous life, inches from the exit.
That is a cruel ambush. Also, all the chain gunners in the next room is a good way of finishing you off.
Yeah. And it's by Thomas Muller, which means it's a level that I died on repeatedly. It's the mansion, a bit of a less abstract map, but I don't know, it's kind of neat to see a mansion. I believe this is 96. Wait, the PlayStation port came out before this, and that had a mansion, so I don't know if this is like a tribute or just, accidentally came up with a similar idea or what.
What on earth was that at the beginning? The
I
racing
don't-
platform.
I think the idea is I arrived through there and it was closing up as I entered. I'm not quite sure.
I like that. That's what I was thinking. That's what I figured I'd ask. I like when maps do that. I like when you can turn around and see that there is a path you've already trod to get to where you are.
Yeah, it is pretty neat. Kind of don't like that
Chandelier.
chandelier. It's kind of
Oh, it's alright.
It was 1996.
Yeah. It's more of a table on the ceiling, but I guess we can allow that too.
It's one of those things that probably would have been better off if it were a sprite, but what do I know? Oh, and of course, secret in the bookcase.
Stick one of the gold candlelight things upside down on the ceiling.
Yeah, just have a candelabra stapled to the ceiling.
Oh, one of those things on your left.
Oh, this is it a skull thing?
The skull thing, yeah.
Yeah. There were a couple skull things. I wasn't actually sure which one. It was either the.
I bet they all have lovingly selected names. Like Skull Prop 003.
It's true. Oh, also this soundtrack is The Wind. It's the same soundtrack that was playing in the info pack, but in general MIDI format now. Mark Clem, I think he might have known a little bit what he was doing with the MIDIs.
It adds so much.
Yeah, and it's kind of... I've said this before, but it's, almost kind of upsetting when Megawads don't have a custom soundtrack, because you just got the Doom 2 stock music again, and it's like, oh man.
There is a point where Doom's original music wears out its welcome.
Yeah. Looking at you, D-running.
It's weird, up to this point, listening to this MIDI on the side, I'm thinking it's more of a Wolfenstein tribute music, and I'm not sure where I'm getting that from.
Yeah, I have no idea. Don't get that vibe at all. So I found the super shotgun.
I don't get it anymore at this point.
Well, yeah, now it's gone all funky.
It's pretty great. Also, yes, shoot super shotgun. Now you've got no more Kako problems.
Yep.
Whittling away at them with a shotgun is the saddest thing.
It is. It takes like 6 shots to kill them. It's ridiculous. You only need to use 4 shells if you use, well, minimally if you use the super shotgun.
I don't want to spoil it for when you inevitably get there. It'll be a while. But I've been playing something where the gimmick with the super shotgun is you can load an additional 2 shells behind the shells already in it.
Oh man.
I had to ask the author, is this really a gun? Like, I refuse to believe this is a gun, but at the same time, reality is weirder than fiction. It's like, no.
Right. Oh man. Yeah, there was a bed earlier, and I was very wary of it because there was a bed in Hexen that crushed you.
Yep.
Yeah. Kind of messed up, man. Maybe,
Beware of beds.
Don't. If you're in the Doom engine, don't stand on a bed.
And if you're in the Duke engine, don't stand behind a door.
Yeah. Did you see the thing made by...
Just stay away from bedrooms and FPSs, guys.
Yeah.
It's not good for you.
I don't know if you saw this, but I think Kinsey... Do you know Kinsey?
Yes.
Yeah, he made I think it was a Source filmmaker thing about getting crushed by doors in Duke Nukem 3D. That was entertaining.
I think I've seen that. I've also seen one of the like a weird source port of Duke. I think it was using.
Oh yeah.
Doom or Doom?
No. It
something?
was this source port tastes funny, and I think
That's
it was Doom. It was like a Doom. It was a Doom conversion running in the Duke 3D engine, and everything was ever so slightly wrong.
A great example of not doing it so badly it breaks, but doing badly enough that it irritates.
Right.
That's cool. I like the little overhead look there of the room, of like the areas ahead.
The back courtyard deal is quite nice. I'm not sure what that switch did though. It's a bit of a mystery. Might have done something out here. I don't know.
Can I make the same joke again? It
Go
might
for
have
it.
opened a portal in the room of portals.
Doors have opened on the monastery.
Curse you, Hexen!
Look, I like Hexen, okay? But that's just because I know where I'm going in it now.
Oh, I'm sure. I know I'm not going to be there for it, but I mean, I'll say my piece on it now. Hexen is fine. The classes is the problem. That's my hot take. Only having 4 weapons is kind of dull.
Also, the blue key is hiding out in the water, and it took me a while to see it. Cleverly camouflaged in the deep blue, ankle-deep
Is this
water.
you getting annoyed at the switch? So you're like, what's this do if I hit watch minimap?
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you can see lines change
Yes.
if it's like an elevator or door or something. I was looking for that, couldn't find it.
I've abused that extensively over the years of playing Doom maps because it's a really nice trick.
Yep. You know, when it actually works. Didn't work this time, so still don't know what that switch does. Oh well. I'm not coming back to this map anytime soon.
You're welcome, John Hexen. John Hex. We opened a portal for you. You're welcome.
I had to make sure
That's
that
nice
wasn't
as
a
well.
secret. Yeah.
The exit port, the exit port is on the floor, but the doorway implies that you're off to the next area as well.
Right. Walls of Insanity.
Playing co-op, the players will be split at the beginning.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Might have to do a co-op stream of this WAD at some point. I don't know if the other guys would be up for that, but
Maybe
we'll
at least
see.
the levels that do state that there is interesting co-op differences.
Maybe.
You could always do these levels with a modifier
It's true.
when the time comes.
Yeah, there are. I do have plans for gameplay mods, and basically, I'm gonna play through a Mega WAD with them that I haven't played yet.
So a gameplay mod plus a Mega Ward at the same time to knock down two birds with one stone. Right.
Yeah, exactly. Not necessarily like one on the main list, probably something more obscure, just so the gameplay mod itself will get more of the attention and commentary. That's just
stuff
my
like
idea.
Stuff like the Doom 2 revamps of the maps and stuff like that are perfect fodder for that sort of stuff.
Right,
So nobody
exactly.
needs to see Doom. Nobody needs to see Doom 2's maps again, but there is sometimes some very clever. I've stitched all of Doom 2 together into 2 maps.
Right. Yeah, I guess that's one thing that kind of bugs me about just gameplay mods is that there's no custom levels to play, and I don't want to play Doom 2 again.
Yeah. I'm always on the hunt for new levels. Thankfully, in the glorious future of 2017, there's plenty of maps out there.
Yeah. I mentioned this in the last one, but joy of mapping 4, we made Megawatt in like a week. It was pretty neat.
Yeah. I like speed projects like that. Used to take part in the Thunderdome writing contest a whiles back, and yeah.
Nice.
Here's a week. Here's a goal. Get on it. It's a good format for teaching people how to do these sort of creative hobbies.
Right.
Oh, you risky man! Never bring a rocket launcher to a Lost Soul fight.
You know, you think I'd learn my lesson by now, especially since I died in, one of the easier maps of Doom 2 to a Lost Soul rocket incident, but, I still take that risk every now and then.
The living the dangerous game of being completely absorbed in shooting something else, and then a Lost Soul flies in front of you.
Yeah. Well, in the master levels of Doom 2, it was the Spectre that walked in front of me while I was shooting other things. It's kind of a mess. And at the end of such a long map, too. It'll make more sense when that video is released.
Hoist by your own rocket launcher. Nah, it doesn't have quite the same kick to it. Yeah, these are nice levels so far. Aesthetically pleasing. Lots of variation, height levels, and wall textures.
Yeah.
It seems like a weird thing to praise, but it's just the eye for detail I picked up as I played these maps over and over again.
Right. Yeah, I noticed,
okay. Was the imp closing the door on the other side?
No, I think I was surprised by the fact that it was indeed a door, so I was tapping spacebar on it, not thinking it would actually open. But yeah.
I just get images for a second there of like Doom guy trying to open the door, and the imp closing it shut. No, don't come in.
Well, we'll certainly be seeing something like that from my perspective in future WADs. It's entertaining. Also brings up a Doom technical thing, which is whenever a monster calls its chase script, sequence, chase state, it's it's trying to open a door every single frame of movement, so unless you can tap 35 times per second, you can't keep the door closed.
Oh, I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Cool.
They can... You have to have like a specific rhythm too, it's crazy. It's hard to keep a door closed when a monster's trying to open it on the other side. Which is kind of terrifying in an abstract sense.
But enough about every single horror movie that ever was released.
Well. Oh.
Oh, no, it's not gonna happen. Maybe.
Come on.
No.
I'm not letting it close on him.
Oh, you know what I'm getting at. Yeah. There's a little bit of satisfaction there when the door slams on a corpse and pulps it.
I like when you have a corpse under the door. Oh, hey, it's the map I died in a lot. A corpse under the door, and you open it just in time to see the sprites change from the corpse to the blood puddle.
Yes. We are not psychopaths.
No, it's just Doom things.
Oh, this would be the happy monster closet.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh no, I'll just leave. Guys, let me go. No!
Turns out the Switch was in their closet. Oops. I thought I could just make a mad dash for the exit, but the map designer thought of that.
Sneaky.
Had a bit of a time with the mansion as well, I guess.
That is good use of hit scanners, though, when like they're complementing other monsters to land that killing blow.
Yeah.
Ah, the good old I walked into it fireball.
Yeah, I keep getting killed by these imp fireballs, man. Oh. Hit scans. Welp. 17 more deaths.
Add them to the pile.
Yeah. Alright, that's another part done. The end.
Yep. The end.